Trainers on. Whoops.
Well, here we are. Hello. Now, just to throw some things in, we've got 6 cameras on us tonight, and Rambo, bless her, hopefully he's gone to camera 4. Go to camera 4, Rambo. Is that nice? Is that closer on us? Can you see? Look, it's on that one now. Look, you see, so if she goes between 1 and 4, and show off to the folks at home, she'll be able to see us look close and far away.
Yeah.
I noticed that
I don't think they wanted to get any closer to us than they already have.
I noticed one thing that's wrong straight away. Can you see that we're lovely in blue on the background on that one, and that one's turquoise?
I like turquoise.
Yeah, but cameras are meant to be the same colour, Luke.
From here, I look very pink as well. I know, pinker than usual. But that's
So
all right.
I
Anyway.
think we have to anyway. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, hello. We're talking about
Movie chases.
movie chases. We're going to talk about. Should we
And
get the
we've got-
drink out of the way first?
I don't want to get it out of the way.
Oh,
I want to keep it going.
Now Rambo's going to have to
We're
go
just
to the
having
other
a-
camera, so she's
She's going to have to take a second. You're on that one, are you? Have you worked it out? Yeah, we've thrown some Peroni. I love Peroni. Oh,
Can't beat it, can you?
I've cheers, mate. Do you know I've had one of these in Italy and various places on holiday, and there's nothing quite like being in Rome drinking one of these.
Which is strange because often you find, like in Italy, that a lot of the places don't actually serve it.
Yeah, but it's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Well, like when we go to Greece, have Mifos because it's cheap on the taps, isn't it? So a lot of Moretti when we're in Garda.
Moretti seems to be more common. in
Yeah,
Italy.
especially in Garda.
But
So
we like it anyway.
Yeah, anyway, it's great beer. Love it.
So have we had? We've had.
We have.
So we're talking movie chases. I think earlier in the week we've had some people put in their favourites, but feel free to do so as per usual.
In the comments below, if they're on the screen. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, there's a note
there.
down there. Yeah, down there.
Like put them in. We've picked it. We've picked our top 3,
We have.
which we're gonna reveal a little bit later on. But we've
Well-
got some.
Before we get onto them, shall we define movie chases?
Right. Well, now this.
Right now. That's a serious moment. Go on then.
I suppose a movie chase is just a movie, and someone is being chased. It doesn't. Does it really matter how they're being chased,
Ooh.
or even why they are being chased?
Well, there's some definition because when I think it was Pete Cole and Tim both mentioned doing car chases.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, when we watched that on His Majesty's Secret Service,
Yeah.
that was a ski chase.
Yeah.
And that in itself is just as thrilling, arguably, as a car chase. A car chase are good ones in classic movies.
If anything, I'd say the ski chase perhaps even more through it
Yes.
because it's actually even more dangerous.
Well, especially in that film. because they hurt
The
a lot of things.
the whole thing that makes them exciting is the danger that comes with it, isn't it?
Well, is it? And it's something that Simon talked about, and I think we've talked about as well. Where is it better that the person that we like in the film is chasing or being chased? Do you understand?
Well, I mean, obviously in James Bond, which is the key example.
Yeah.
Generally, he's being chased and he's not doing.
Well, this is what Simon was on about. Simon was on about now because the Americans have got the money behind James Bond. You'll notice that Daniel Craig chases other people.
Right. I never picked up on that, to be honest.
No, and he was saying because in America they don't like the underdog.
Right.
Because arguably James Bond is the underdog because he's trying to get away. Whereas it's in an American thing to chase, i.e. you're the person that's going to get the person. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
I think so.
Yeah. Obviously Simon overthought it, but I thought it was kind of interesting.
I think you're over-explaining it.
Probably ever properly. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
But like we say, but to define a movie chase, it's just someone being chased or chasing, and it doesn't matter how. So because we didn't want to stick strictly to car chases because it's just you pick all the obvious ones, wouldn't you?
Well, arguably my favourite one is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with the obvious car chases, now what about boat chases then?
Well, boat chases is because there's several of those in James Bond, isn't there? And we the company that I work for sell a brand of boats which was used to film a James Bond car chase.
Yes.
The Scarab boats.
Yep.
Which I don't know if anybody remembers.
What one's that in then? That's done on the
one
Thames,
one of the most recent ones, Daniel Craig ones. It was in Skyfall.
And it's on the Thames, isn't it?
Yeah.
They shot that on the Thames, yeah. Because I remember you saying...
No. It was in Italy. That actual chase.
What's the one on the Thames then? That's with the Chinese looking guy.
That was Pierce Brosnan. It's a Daniel Craig one.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it's where London Calls.
They bought so Pinewood Studios bought a boat from my company and used it because it was the only boat they could find that was fast enough to film the Aston Martin being chased by a Jag, I think it was.
Yep.
And used it to film that.
Well, that's an interesting point then, because we could jump to just a little thing there. In the French Connection, the Gene Hackman character chases a train in a car.
Yeah.
Because how are you going to chase a train with a train?
True.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting that the chase doesn't necessarily have to be two things of the same. Does that make sense? Yeah. And it creates a good thing. And it's a lot of people's favourite. I was doing some research today. And the French Connection one is a big one because it can change about. You're in the train, then you're in the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You could have mentioned that game that you love, Red Dead Redemption, where you're chasing the train on a horse.
Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot about that. It's not a movie though; it's a game.
So next week, game chases.
Yeah, Andy's favourite moments from Red Redemption 2. Yeah, that would be a thrilling episode. No, it wouldn't. No.
Nearly as thrilling as Collars.
Shut up. Collars was good. Most of our audience wanted to... Never mind what most of our audience wanted to. Let me just do some shout-outs because otherwise I'll lose some of the comments. While we're here, and then we're still here. Oh my gosh, there's lots. Hi everyone, let's do some highs. Pete Cole, Jason Scarnick, Hay, Andrew Money, Wolf to Hudson. Oh, that's to Rambo's friend. Andrew Money, Tim Wilson, hello. Who else we got here? My mum says hello. Debbie says hello. Amelia Lord says hello. Sarah's nice drinks. I don't know if she's having nice drinks. Are you having a nice drink, Sarah?
She's probably referred, but she's probably a Peroni fan, I'm going to say.
Sarah on Peroni. Yeah. She used to drink red wine, didn't she?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Oh yes, she did.
Pete Coles mentioned Benny Hill used to have some epic Hills Angels chases at the end of his shows. Now, dodgy these days, really. Chasing nurses through parks. Not possibly the most politically correct thing. I must admit, as an 8-year-old, watching that, though, with a blonde lady with big boobs being chased through a park in high heels with stockings on. I thought it's all right. I didn't know any different. I was 8.
Every week.
It always gets back to that, doesn't it? Blondes in stockings. Sorry. Anyway,
brunettes are permitted to buy from Mod Shoes as well. Just
right.
to clarify.
What else we got here? Benny Hill lived in Eastleigh. That's near Tina Woodcock, apparently. Tim Wilson's ski chasing in His Majesty's Secret Service is one of the best.
It's really good. It's brilliant.
Yeah, because
I know we did James Bond, but such an underrated James Bond film.
Yeah. No, this is American. Oh, I've no idea. Terry Grant said, I ran after a bus once. Andrew Mully says, it's got to be Bullet. I think the car chase lasted 12 minutes. I mean, arguably, there's longer chases, isn't there? Because let me just get onto some films with some car chases in.
You've got a list of films that haven't quite made our cut, but worth a mention.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me just get this down. So, ones that haven't made our thing. I will do some funny ones. Mr. Bean and Johnny English.
Johnny, what? The first Johnny English.
Well, isn't there a bit where he's chasing a Rolls Royce or a hearse?
In the first one.
Yes.
The first one's a great film.
Yeah. But it is, though. It's a chase. It's still a chase. Do you know what I mean?
It's hilarious. It's just a brilliant film.
Some honorary mentions to ones that are probably a little bit before your time, but then so's most James Bond, so that's a silly thing to say. But Starsky and Hutch.
I have seen some episodes of Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, there's always a chase in that.
No expert.
Yeah. Burt Reynolds, Smokey and the Bandit. Apparently, he had a Pan Am in that. I remember the film. And apparently, because it was so fast in the films, Pan Am, the people that made the car, saw a boost in sales. And it was arguably one of the best reasons they used the car. Do you understand what I mean? So, from a car manufacturer's point of view, good.
Well, it's been a thing for years, isn't it? Show a car going fast, and you've got plenty of people that want a car because it's fast.
Yeah.
And
True,
often no other reason.
Yeah, true that. I'm going to mention one which is it a chase? Convoy. You won't know that. Convoy was a load of lorries trying to get through, and arguably they're being chased and roadblocked by lots of policemen. And as a kid, it was excellent.
I was just thinking of it as that's what Optimus Prime's called in Japan.
Oh, is it?
Convoy, yeah.
Oh, right, I didn't know that. Bullet, obviously Steve McQueen, the very famous car going down the San Francisco Heights. That is a brilliant chase. That is just fantastic.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've seen that bit.
So I think I might need to add it.
Yeah, I think me and you should watch that.
Add it to the list, yeah.
Now, some modern ones. There's loads of things like Fast and Furious, things like that. Have you seen Babyface?
No.
Now, Babyface is the one where it's a young guy and he's a getaway driver and he owes somebody some favours, and it's all soundtracked, and he can't do it until I think it's Machine Gun Etiquette or something like that by the Damned plays. So he has his headphones on. They run out where they are. He presses play, and he can't go until there goes and the music starts.
Oh,
yeah,
I've never seen that.
Oh, me and your mum loved it. Brilliant film.
Well, you say recent. How recent are we talking?
Oh, last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Brilliant film. Now, one more before we go at the break. And arguably it's a chase, and it's probably nobody thinks about it as being a chase. The Great Escape, where Steve McQueen is trying to escape on that motorbike because he's being chased by Germans.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and that is probably one of the most famous.
We mentioned last week, didn't we, about the the 1917 war movie.
That's a chase.
The whole film's a chase.
Yes.
They're being pursued for the entire film, and it's a brilliant film. If there's anyone who hasn't seen it, that shot where it's just all filmed in one shot.
Yes,
where they're running, it's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. So if you've got any other sort of chasey ones, put them in the comments below, because
we will read them
in a minute. We're just going to go to a quick review. This is from Tom Hoy. Tom Hoy is a good friend, good mate of ours at Mod Shoes. He's reviewed one of our shirts. We're going to watch that for a second, and then we'll come back and do the top 3.
Hi there, I'm Tom Hoy. You may know me from Instagram as Tom the Mod, or from my radio show on Totally Wired Radio called Go Go Power. Today I'm here with another shirt by 66 Clothing of Mod Shoes, and I'm going to talk you through it right now. So you'll know in the last review video I did for Mod Shoes, I spoke about how button-down shirts have been a staple of the mod wardrobe for absolute decades. You can see pictures of kind of the Ivy League inspiration, the jazz inspiration, the Britpop, and all the rest of it. It's just an absolute staple for good reason. This is another shirt I got from them, and I'm again just as happy as I was with this one when I first put this on. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look at it right now. First things first, I would say that this one is more of a summery shirt, so if you're looking to prepare yourself for the summer that is coming, believe me, it will. This is a great one to pick. It's a really nice lightweight fabric, not see-through, but yeah, really nice and lightweight. And if you wanted to layer it, because it is kind of not too much of a slim cut, you could fit a t-shirt underneath there, a nice white one, to give you that kind of Ivy League look. If we have a close-up on this, you can see it's kind of like a peachy orange check. We've got box pleat right down on the back, locker loop there, button on the back of the collar, double buttons, and a pocket on the left hand side. Because it is a mod button down collar, we've got the double buttons on the cuffs with a nice inverted V on the sleeve. This shirt also doesn't have darts down the back, meaning that it's not too much of a slim cut. So when it does come round to the summer, it's going to be a little bit looser and it'll be a bit more breathable. I would really stress that this is a shirt that you could easily wear in the summer. I think because of the nice, lightweight, soft material to it, you're not going to get too hot. And to be honest, it's probably just as thick as a t-shirt, if not kind of thinner. And if you did want it to wear it in the winter, you easily could do. You could put a t-shirt underneath there, a jumper or a cardigan over it, and you'll look just as good. If you like the look of the shirt, remember to head over to modshoes.co.uk, go over to 66 Clothing and check out their wide range of jackpot shirts. There's tons to choose from, not just these two.
Hi guys, we're back. Thanks, young Tom did the video. He's done a few for us. He's a really good lad. Listen to his show. He's on Totally Wild Radio, which is Eddie Pillar's radio station.
How
really
to access that online?
Yeah, you can access that online. Totally Wild Radio. Just search Totally Wild. Tom does a once-a-month show, and he gets some amazing guests. I mean, really does. And he's a really good young lad. He's really keen, really knows his stuff, really into jazz and stuff like that. And he does a lot of stuff. Today,
What have you got here?
What I've got here is a book called Soul Deep, and Mod Shoes has sponsored it, so we'll go to the close-up in a second, if we can. Ramo, can we go there?
We're on that. And Soul Deep is a book about the Style Council. We've sponsored it. It's got like our name on the bottom of it, but it's really heavy, and I'll try and do it so you can see it on the camera, but it's going to be near on impossible. But it's all about the Style Council, and there is literally tons and tons of images in there. We basically helped with what they call the Kickstarter campaign. So if you've got anybody who's into that, this is brilliant.
Is it unofficial, or have they actually got endorsement?
No. There's pictures well in it, so that the authors.
No, but I mean, has it got like endorsement from?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian.
It's a lovely looking thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's brilliant, Luke. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, I'm real honoured to be involved with it because
is it mainly like a collection of pictures and?
No, there's text, there's interviews. It's all about the Style Council. The Style Council, anybody who doesn't know, which I doubt, was Paul Weller's band after the Jam, and obviously before he was on his own. You know, they had an 8-year career. There's some, and mate, they played Live Aid. You know, they were the third band on Live Aid. There's some beautiful pictures in it. If you, it's a real good. If you're struggling to find something for your person for Valentine's, that is a brilliant thing. I'm really pleased to be involved with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But that only literally turned up 2 hours ago.
Oh,
so which is
out
good.
right, didn't it?
So big shout out to that. I'll put a link in the email and on the website.
Is
So people can get it.
anything else worth reading out on? Any more shout outs?
Yeah. Always shout outs. There's always shout outs. Shout outs. Tim Wilson says The Professionals. Now that's TV. Did they make a film?
Well, now.
Oh God, all right. This should be interesting.
No, I don't know, but like the one of my top 3 is technically TV.
Okay,
and not
right.
a movie. So.
All right. Here we go then.
So I'll let him have it.
Yeah. Pete Cole, Dukes of Hazzard, always had an epic jump in it. There was a film on that. I mean, again, I don't want to get.
There was a modern remake of it.
There wasn't there? Yeah. I'll give you that.
As a film.
What else we got here? 1971 film Dennis Weaver Duel. Oh God, I've seen that once. Yeah, that's a long. I can't remember it though. Jonathan Rhee.
Must have been good.
Yep, everybody's just saying hello. So that's cool. Is it me first or you first?
You can go first. So number 3? What comes in at number 3?
Number 3 for me, just because it's kind of a great chase. It's a long film. Everybody had it on VHS. It didn't do well in the cinemas at the time. It's The Blues Brothers.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant film. I'm not going to go on about. Lots of you all know what about. I love that film. My second in at number 2 for me is Live and Let Die.
Brilliant.
And
I mean, it's got the bit where the car flips around and
yeah. There's just it just goes on and on and on as well, which is really good. It's not some chases are sort
and
of
that sheriff that chews the tobacco
Yes.
stops him right at the end of it.
yeah, yeah. It's hilarious, and it's just so like because some chases you sort of think after a while you're like, come on, that's enough now. But this just goes on and on and on. But number one favourite, obviously it's going to be of my age, and it's as obvious, is the Italian Job. And I think Rambo's got a picture of some of the key bits of it to throw on the screen now. It's got to be the Italian. Have you got it? Yeah, I didn't know it was there. The Italian Job, brilliant. I was a young lad, like probably a lot of the people watching this. And Mum, who's watching it, she let us stay up late and watch it. And when we was kids, when it was on that first time, I remember going into school the next day, and Dean Whitwell, I remember talking to him about it when we were like 8 or 9. It was about 10 years later on Christmas Eve. He said, "Oh, Sam, what's the Italian Job again today?" It was magic. So there's something about that film, and that's why I've had minis probably all my life. Again, absolutely brilliant product endorsement in terms of those minis. What else needs to be said? It's perfect the way they go over in the tunnels, which apparently was really hard. There's loads. I mean, I don't need to go on about it. I suspect that every person watching this has watched it. Yeah. So, anyway, yours are more controversial, so let's go with them.
My first one isn't. No, number 3, the Diamonds Are Forever and the Mustang being chased by the police through Las Vegas.
All right, I've just seen what your number 2 is. The Mustang is good because I love that because it's
my favourite car. So it's just I just love.
Is that the one where the people are standing watching the film being made, and it's obvious that they're standing watching a film being made? Yeah. That is. Oh,
yeah.
Here we go.
I mean, there's the other mention there because you end up like with the Dune buggy going through what is implying a staged moon landing. And it was 1969, wasn't it?
Yes.
Right. So I just love that. So at number 2, now I did this just basically to be me. I've gone for the feature length episode of Only Fools and Horses when when Rodney takes Nervous Nerys out on a date.
Nervous who?
Nervous Nerys.
Right. Okay.
And then like he's trying to act all hard. Like in front of Nervous Nerys, and gives the middle finger to some yobbos, as they refer to them, while he's in the 3-wheel van, and then they chase him all round Peckham. I just love that.
He's a Robin Roll. Yeah.
Because he's trying to act all hard, and then all of a sudden they come back, and he's like, "Shit." Oh, I love that.
So number 1 though.
Number 1, totally controversial.
And there's a picture.
I've gone for Luke Skywalker blowing up the Death Star in Star Wars A New Hope. And I just, it was like being a kid when they re-showed them at the cinema. My granddad took me to the cinema to watch all 3 of the original Star Wars films. They showed them like sort of like month apart.
I remember that, yeah.
And watching A New Hope for the first time I'd ever obviously seen anything to do with Star Wars. And that bit when Luke gets the X-Wing.
Yeah.
He flies into the ravine of the Death Star, and he's going, and he's got Darth Vader chasing him in the TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
And he's trying to use all the aiming gear and like to blow up the core, and then you hear Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice. He's carked it by now.
Yeah.
Like so,
you're not spoiling it for anyone. Yeah. I think everybody.
I'm sure everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
He's like, use the Force, Luke. And he takes away all the stuff, and he's about to blow it up. Darth Vader's literally just got him in the line of sight.
Yeah, so he's being chased as he's trying to do the job.
He's being chased by Darth Vader in the TIE Fighter. And then, just as Darth Vader's got him locked in, about to blow him up, who flies along? Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon. Blows up doesn't blow up Darth Vader's ship, just sends him off into it.
Yeah.
And I just loved that.
Yeah.
And I picked that one because it's like the key point in, if you're a Star Wars nerd like I am, it's a key point in the entire franchise. The first Death Star getting blown up, and it just sets the entire film off basically.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's brilliant.
There's loads of good chases, space chases like that across the Star Wars films. It obviously probably better looking ones in the newer Star Wars films, but it just always lived stays with me. That scene.
Yes, but that gets back to that point when we were talking about like the chase and the things, and this might have been a bit of conversation I had with Finn, but Leo didn't watch it at the weekend, did he? Bless him. But I get, because he was just, it was too noisy for him. I think he was doing his edit, but it's just the bit that if he'd have watched as a 6-year-old, that's the bit it will get you. Because it's the bit where, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? You know, it's that moment, isn't it?
Well, the main bit that got me in that film was when Obi-Wan Kenobi, as the lightsaber, faces off against Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Basically, the first lightsaber battle was the
Yeah,
bit that got me as a kid. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lightsabers. But just that scene, I love it.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It's perfect. I'll give you that. So, we got some other things jumping in. Jason Keel, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off? Yeah, of course. Lee Knowles, check out Death Proof. It's a classic Tarantino homage to classic car chases. It features a prolonged car chase that never gets boring, brilliantly put together. He was on about this about a couple of weeks ago, and I've not seen it. So Andrew Money agrees. Mustang Mach 1 in red. Pete Cole says, is the Mustang red in Diamonds Are Forever?
No, I don't think so. I thought it was like a sort of grey one.
Yeah, oh right, okay. Okay. Gareth Shepherd's put Vanishing Point. Your mate Rolo's put, I wish the bomb on the milk float from Father Ted was a chase so it could be
Speed
discussed.
3. Yeah, that's a brilliant one.
Yeah, a classic oldie. Right, we've read out all of those bits. So that's a social media now. Chat, thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fact. No doubt. Right, next show on Friday. So this is where you definitely got to be putting is a subject. I think we're going to have at least 4 beers.
It's a subject close to my heart.
Here we go. We are talking about pet hates.
And I've got a lot of them.
Yeah, so...
But I'm only allowed... How many am I allowed to have
well,
on
not
the show?
Less than 30 minutes.
But how many pet hates am I allowed to pick?
Less than 30 minutes. So if you can rattle
One,
through
then. Once I get ranting.
pet hates, I've got quite a few. I think I've got 6 so far. I've got quite a few annoyances, and I want to talk about the idea that annoyances are not pet hates.
And also something that you really, 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 really hate is not a pet hate either. It's just something that miffs you.
Yes, yeah, that's a different thing. So, so that's it. That's all we need to say about that. We'll see you on Friday for that one. Now, playing us out, we've got our famed Dave Fletcher. Dave Fletcher plays in The Jammed with a D. Yeah. They go all around the country.
We interviewed him, didn't we, on one of the first lockdown shows.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He does his own music as well. He's got. Let me just read it, so I don't want to get this wrong. He's got a new album called Edge of the World. His band, his side project for one of it is called Bus Stop Lovers.
Does he have a band, or does he do?
I think he does it all himself. I think he just gives it rather than call it Dave Fletcher, which I don't know.
No, give it a name. It's a good idea.
Yeah. So we're going to end out with a song of his called Make a Stand. Thank you, Luke. Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll see you all on Friday. Here's Dave's song.
Have a good week.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Playing with you Thank you.